Physical 13, 13 love to y'all. You are Creation 13. I'm Ambassador Adam Starseed, and today I want to talk to you about creating a spiritual calendar for yourself. And what is a spiritual calendar? A spiritual calendar is based on the way the Earth is run through the moon cycles. And just creating more of a balanced structure, because when you follow human structures, human calendars, um, spiritual, religion, all that, it's its own category, but it's also an imbalanced category. And I'm going to show you that right now. I'm trying to make this as simple as I can. So basically, what I wrote here is a spiritual calendar. And the spiritual calendar, for me personally, I go by the full moon. So there's between 28 to 30 days for new moon to full moon to new moon cycle. So being aware of that, it's going to create a more balanced structure, creating a spiritual calendar based on the moon structure. Like what I have here is, I know it's reversed. I can't fix that, but you start with day 1 and you go through, and then on the 14th day there's a full moon. New moon, full moon, and then you go through again another, I think, 15 days or something like that, and then you get a new moon, and it falls on the 29th day. And how I go about that is I use my GZ gear on my phone, just to look at that, or you can look it up online, whatever works for you. So this is a spiritual calendar, and basically what you can do with this is, it's pretty simple. It's just as soon as you get the new moon, the next day, if it doesn't fall in 30 days, that's day 1 again, and then you just update it again. Real simple. Find out what the new moon is and what the full moon is again, and that's your spiritual calendar. And then you can write down, if they say there's going to be solar flares, stuff like that, that's going to prepare you, just like I said in my solar flare video, that's going to prepare you to uplift your spirit and be ready for the solar flares to activate within your being. It energizes you. And you'll notice that it will fall real close to the new moon and full moon time setting. You can also, write down, if there's going to be a blood moon, a harvest moon, solar eclipses, you can write this all down in your spiritual calendar. And this is really going to get you into that mindset on your spiritual path and growth. If that's what you're on, is a spiritual path. And you'll notice, how structured that calendar is, a spiritual calendar. Now, if you go by the human calendar or the Gregorian calendar, you're going to notice the imbalance of it. So we got November 1st, and then we get to the 7th, and it's a new moon. And then you continue on, right? Yep, new moon, and then you go from there. It's full moon is on the 22nd, and then a new moon isn't even on here yet, so it falls into December. So it shows an unorganized structure because you're going from one month into another month, and it really creates a imbalanced structure because you go by the moon phases. It really creates an imbalance in the calendar. If you go by the what is that calendar called? Man, I can't think of it. But anyways, if you go by different calendars, they're always just an imbalanced structure. So if you just kind of just erase and eliminate the human calendar and just focus on a spiritual calendar, Because I mean, you really don't need any dates or anything unless if you're, you going to work, you got set events or something like that, birthday, whatever, then you can have two calendars if you want, a human calendar and then a spiritual calendar. But this is really going to help you organize your spiritual structure. I mean, you can even write down what you want to accomplish, your intent, whatever you want to use for that calendar. Write symbols, yin and yang symbol, moon, sun, whatever. Create a spiritual calendar. I guarantee you it's going to help your life and change your life spiritually, and in your physical reality as well. It's going to really structure your life a lot differently. This is what I go by, and I found it's pretty simple and real amazing. It's going to help you out a lot. So I just want to share that out with you, and just see how it progresses in your life. Let me know on how it works for you, and yeah, and then just share it with other people. Like I said, it's going to help your life a lot, spiritually and physically. So yeah, so check it out. Yeah, so stay strong, keep shining bright, love yourself, and I will talk to you in a bit.